Hi guys, this is the V-Vacuum channel, and yes, we haven't done this for a while, but we're finally back and we're ready to go on our reviews on our C-Class cars. Unfortunately, our team race is helpless, so that's why we're actually not going to be doing team race today, but just doing reviews. So, we should be able to get a couple of cars done. The car we're going to use right now is the Chevrolet Code 130R, which is a high-end C-Class car, along with the TT, the RS5, and the Lexus GS. The Code is a concept Chevrolet. Actually, it's not a production car, so you're not actually going to see this thing on road, but I think it's a pretty cool looking car. And of course, in the second lap, we're going to go into the interior, but the inside is a bit special, and I'd like to share this thing with you guys because really this car is nice. This thing can be purchased by 172 cash. Yes, it has to be purchased by cash along with the Audi RS5 Coupe. And although it's not expensive as the Audi RS5 Coupe, for the beginners who are earning their cars one by one, 172 cash is a bit of a high price. If you know what I mean. I mean, it's a high price. It's not easy to come by for people who are just beginners, but yeah, so I mean, coins, you will eventually get it if you keep racing, but not this one, not this one. And I'm really getting sick of the Weinberge trap because we're racing 3 laps a day. And 3 laps a race, and that's not short. This is, and it wouldn't really matter if the car was like a Lamborghini Elemento, but it's slow. It's a C-Class car, so they don't even do 300. So how are we supposed to finish this race? I mean, it's so long. It takes like 7 minutes. I don't want to spend that much time, to be honest. So I don't really like the C-Class reviews. I'm really looking forward to getting to the Bs, because the Bs have a much more nicer car, and I believe the track is Montreal. It's a much more shorter track. We're nearly there also. We just need to do the Ford Focus, Opel Astra, and yes, we'll move on. Come on, get out of my way, GS. The Code has a high top speed compared to its rivals. Well, it doesn't really have a high top speed compared to TT or the RS5, but compared to the other C-Class cars, this car has a pretty high top speed. I think it was a 262, because a lot of the C-Class cars were 250, but this thing is 262, so this thing is a bit faster. Actually, it has the same speed to the Opel Astra, but of course it has much more better things, and it's better than other, options, if you can call it like that. And the Code is a pretty cool looking car, but to be honest, this is not the best car to go along. I mean, it is nice, it has a very good performance, but because of its rivals is too good, like the TT or the RS5, this car is a poor choice for multiplayer and career. I mean, if you upgrade it enough, of course, every single car will do career well, but you're better off with the TT or the RS5, because this thing is not the best choice, to be honest. Still, of course, there's the Chevrolet Code events, so yeah, you're going to eventually have to get this car like all the time, but if you're earning your cars one by one, I suggest you get the TT first, because TT is a better option than this one. And I know we're missing on an upgrade, but we're doing 15th place, and that's not really satisfying for me. What the heck? And it doesn't help this is, yes, it is a coupe, but it's kind of heavy looking, and it is actually heavy, so, yeah, it has a pretty low handling and acceleration than a TT, so, like I keep saying, the TT is a better choice after all. And here we're in the interior. I said the interior was a bit special, and you can see it's kind of cool. And there's, orange and thingies all around there. I think it's a very nice interior. Like I keep saying in most of the videos, the fault with the first GT racing is that usually when the same cars from the same class had the same interior, but this one doesn't. The interior is definitely different from the Nissan 370. the Chevrolet Sonic, or the Chevrolet Camaro. It's definitely different, and I'm very satisfied. I like the Code's interior, and I believe this is the first time the Code's been introduced in a game, so yes, this is very exclusive, so yeah, it might be worth checking out because not many places where you can drive the Chevrolet Code. I mean, let's face it, it's not a famous car after all. You're better off, you probably know Impala or Malibu, but not this one, right? Yeah, so we're not gaining any position, and you probably saw in the beginning we didn't have all the necessary upgrades, so I am excusing this car, but still, like I said, you're better off with the TT or the RS5 because, like I said, it is a good car, but its rivals are too strong to be beaten. So yeah. Did we do the 370Z review? I don't think we did. Yeah, we better do that too, if we can today. So let's get back outside, and I think it's a pretty cool looking car, and once you broke the car enough, you can see that the engine is very interesting inside. I like it, actually. God, I'm really getting sick of this track. I mean, we done this for so long. I mean, the F and the D seem to buzz past, but C-class reviews were really wrong. I'm really looking forward to going to the B's and reviewing cars like the Vanquish, Corvette, Serval, and stuff like that, because these cars, let's face it, they're not the most famous cars around. So, my recommendations for this car, you're probably better off not getting this thing in the first place because there are much more better alternatives after all, like the TT or the RS5. Really, the C-Class, if you don't get the TT or the RS5, it's impossible. Yeah, so really none of the cars are actually better. So yeah, although these cars are okay performance, its rivals are too strong to be beaten, and I don't think it'll really satisfy you in multiplayer. It's not that good, I think. Yeah, it can easily be beaten by some other cars. You're better off with other cars. We're not doing exactly the highest position either, 14th. Yeah. Probably my worst episode was the M2. It had all the upgrades and it was doing 18th. I was quite disappointed with that thing, but yeah. Well, what is up with you guys? Stop being a jerk. God. Like you can see here, the code, owing to it. I mean, if it wasn't D-Class, it would have been one of the best choices, but yeah, they should have put this thing in D. The rivals are too strong to be enjoying this car. You're going to have to be racing with your guts. And I think we're going to do 14th or 15th, because the 15th is right behind our ass and he really wants to pass us. So you can guess we're not doing the best position. And it's not the fastest car either. We're going 130, 140 here, and that's not really impressive. So, like I said, you're better off with the TT. Don't get this car. It's a horrible choice. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This was the Chevrolet Code 130R review in GT Racing 2. And I shall be seeing you in more reviews, so check out, guys.